Hello, this is Brother West. This is Prophet West. This is Prophet West coming to you again this morning. I got two videos that I'm going to do. This first video, I'm going to prophesy. It's going to be prophetic. I am going to prophesy to those people and talk to those people who have been, some have been false accused. You have been false accused. You've been falsely accused of an act. You have been falsely accused of something that was done many, many years ago. There was a rumor. There was a misunderstanding. There was something that happened that took place that caused things and people to look at you a certain way. They look at you a certain way, and now that they look at you a certain way, everything you did, these people always looked at you from those same old eyes, from what you did then. And it's like they trying to hang you back on the cross. When Jesus done died one time, Jesus done already died. He done already died over 2,000 years ago. But there are people in your life that's trying to hang you back on the cross, trying to hang you back on the tree, always trying to bring up certain things, always trying to bring up certain mistakes and bring up certain things in your past. And the unfortunate thing and the tormenting thing through the course of years and through the course of time, because of your heart, because you're a giver, and because you really believe in helping people, you really believe in loving people, because of the position of your heart and who you are, is afflicted you. Because you never wanted anybody to talk about you or feel a certain way about you. And the toughest thing is when someone has an opinion of you, or when someone believes a certain thing about you that's not true. That's the most painful, that's the most frustrating thing, is when you are being accused of stuff you didn't do. You haven't done. But people accuse it, and see what happened was because of jealousy. It was because of jealousy, and also because you did not do what certain people want you to do. Or you didn't say or you didn't act like certain people want you to act. And so because you didn't say or do or act like certain people want you to say or act, and so now, and because of that, they decided to take your name and make your name ugly. They decided to try to take your name and make you look a certain way and make them look a certain way. Make you look down, but through crucifying you, that was their platform. Through crucifying you, that was how they was able to come up. See, but I come to tell you, this is the prophetic word for those people that have been falsely accused. God is turning the tide. God is turning the tide, and you know God is changing. God is even changing how many people look at you. He's changing their view of you, and the reason God changing their view of you, because they're seeing God. They're seeing God's power in your life. They're seeing God move in your life in a greater way, and what it's doing is making them wonder. It is making them scratch their head, because they're thinking about that person, what they heard about, but what they see is not the person that they heard about. And so what God is doing, this is the word, God is killing the accusation. God is killing the accusation that's been said about you, that's been talked about you, that's been trying to slander you. God is turning things around. God is turning voices. God is turning. I remember in the Bible, after Elijah was at the Mount Horeb, where he hid there, and God called him to come out with an earthquake, and it came through a still small voice, and God gave him instruction. And one of the places that God told him to go to was one place, and there was a captain there. And when he went there, he didn't say that to the soldiers. And see, the soldiers had all this opinion about him. He's a madman. Something is wrong with him. This and that and this and that. And because he didn't say nothing. Because his purpose was to talk to the captain. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the captain. and so because he was talking to them, and he had a word for the captain, they got an attitude there. They perceived in their mind and stuff like that on who they think he was and their opinion of him. And this is how things have happened to many of you. Because there are certain people that you ain't have nothing to say to. You ain't have no conversation for them. You didn't have no conversation for them. Because you didn't have no conversation for them, they got mad at you. They got jealous of you. They try to find stuff wrong with you, try to find fault in you, but the devil's a liar. See, because God is changing the people's opinions of you in their eyes. He's changing their eyes. He's changing how people view you. Hear what I'm saying? God is flipping it. God is flipping it. And it's just like there's might have been a time where, I'm gonna put myself out. There's might have been a time where it felt like you was upon a table trying to figure stuff out. Things were beating you down. It felt like at one time everything was just dropped on you. And when all this stuff was dropped on you, couldn't do nothing but just take it. You can do it, just take it and say, God, give me strength. God help me. God help me. And so many of you felt like what you're feeling and what you're carrying now is too bearable. You can't take it no more. And you're saying, God help. And God heard your cry. And God is flipping it. Hear what I'm saying? I'm coming back at 9, but I want to give you this prophetic word. God bless you.